I was 16 when I found out that I was pregnant. By the time I was 17 years old, I was giving birth to my son. And I just remember, that 9, 10 month period of time being incredibly afraid, thinking to myself, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? How will I take care of this person? What if I fail this person? What are people going to think? What are my mom, what was my mom going to think? There was just a plethora of fears that was going through my mind. Nonetheless, month to month, this thing that I didn't know what this thing was steadily growing inside of me. And when the time came, it was time for me to give birth. And I just remember when the doctor handed me my son for me to hold him for the first time, it was as though this love, this unconditional love, came out of nowhere. And here I was holding my son, and still I was afraid. But the love that I had for this person was so much greater than the fear. It was like I had just given birth to possibility. Because in my mind, I loved this person so much that I was determined, I was motivated, and every fear became this big. Because I couldn't afford to be afraid any longer. It didn't mean that the fear went away. It just meant that I had to kind of put it to the side. I tell this story because I don't think it's any different than any dream, any aspiration, any goal that is in us, that's growing within us. There's an idea that you have. There's a dream that you have, a goal, and you're pregnant with it, and it grows inside of you. And some people's gestation is 9 months, 9 years, 9 decades, who knows? But if you can give an idea life, if you can give birth to that idea and look at it as a possibility the way I looked at my son, your fears won't go away. But the love you have for that will grow so much that you'll take the fear with you, but the possibility will become a must. So I ask you today, what are you pregnant with? What is it in your life that you need to finally give birth to? It's okay to be afraid. Listen, 22 years later, and we made it. And it didn't matter what people thought. It didn't matter the ups and downs, the highs and lows. The love for my son, like the love can be for your dream, can be so great that instead of fighting your fear, you dance with it because the love becomes greater. I hope this inspires you to be ready. It's time for you to give birth to whatever you've been dreaming of. From my heart to yours.